Good day to all and welcome to the second video of data representation, which is for grade 10 GCE ordinary level students. This is a second term work, and in the last video we discussed about different number systems, their base values and the symbols that were used in those systems, and we put them in counting frames, and all those representations were discussed in the previous video. In today's video, we will be talking about conversion among these number systems. Conversion between number systems. So in this number system conversions, we will be talking about 10 different conversions. We are talking about 10 different conversions, and to do all these 10 conversions, we will be using only 4 different methods. So 10 conversions can be done with 4 different methods only. So if you are familiar with these 4 methods, then you can do almost all the conversions that is in your syllabus. So we'll look at the first one. Conversion between number systems. In that, first we will see the conversion between a decimal number to either a binary number or decimal to octal, decimal to hexadecimal. If I want to convert a decimal number into either a binary, octal or hexadecimal, I am going to use the same method. That method is divide by the base. So we will discuss further what divide by the base is in the later sections. Then the second conversion method. If I want to convert a binary number to decimal, or an octal number to decimal, or a hexadecimal number to decimal, I am going to use a method called place value method. So if I want to convert a decimal to any of the number systems, I am using the divide by the base method. If I want to convert any number system into decimal, I am going to use the place value method. So these are 2 methods that we have to discuss. Then the next method, conversion between a binary number and octal number, or an octal number to binary number. 2 conversions here. In both these conversions, I am going to use a method called the 3-digit method. And finally, the conversion between binary to hexadecimal or hexadecimal to binary, I am going to use the 4-digit method. So these will be the methods that we are going to use to convert between different number systems in your syllabus. So let's look at the first one. Converting a decimal number into binary. Let's start with the traditional system. Let's say I have a number 123 base 10, which means that 123 is a decimal number, and I want to convert this number into binary. What I would do is I will take this 23. Since I need to convert it to binary, we know it is having the base value 2. So the method to convert any decimal number to any of the number system is divide by the base. So I am going to divide this 123 by the base of the number to which I want to convert it to. So 123 will need to be divided by 2. So when I divide 123 by 2, I am getting the value 61. So we know 61 into 2 is 122. So we are left with a remainder of 1. 61 is greater than 2, so I can divide this again by 2, which will give me 30. 2 into 30 is going to be 60. Again I have a remainder of 1. Again, if I divide the number 30 by 2, I am left with 15. 15 into 2 is exactly 30, so there is no remainder. Then 15 is still larger than 2, I can divide it further. So when I divide 15 by 2, I am getting 7. 7 into 2 is 14. Again I have a remainder 1. 7 is larger, it can be divided by 2 again. I am getting the value 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. Again I have a remainder of 1. 2 is less than 3, so again I can divide this by 2, which will give me 1. 1 into 2 is 2, the remainder will be 1. So 1 is less than 2, it cannot be divided further by 2, so I am going to stop here. When I cannot divide the value by the base, I am going to stop from there, and then onwards I am going to write these remaining values. I am going to write all the remaining values from bottom up. In the order from bottom up, if I write these values, I am going to get the binary value of decimal 123. So this is how you convert 123 to binary, or any decimal value to binary. We have to divide it by 2 and get the remaining values and write it from bottom up. We'll look at another method to convert decimal into binary. For this, I'm going to use a table or a chart. In this chart, I'm going to have some headings. The first one would be starting with 1. We call this the number line. 1 is going to be multiplied by 2. So all the values are going to be consecutively multiplied by 2 and written down. So 1 into 2 will give me 2. Then I'm going to multiply this by 2 again. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. 8 into 2, 16. 16 into 2, 32. 64, 128, 256 and 512. It can go on from 1024, 2048, 4096, and it can go on according to the size of the number that we are going to convert. So I'm going to take the same 123 and convert it using this number line method. In this method, what you have to do is you have to look for a number in this number line from the left to right. From the left to right, which is smaller than the number that you need to convert. So what is the number I have which is less than 123? From left to right, if I see, the first number that is less than 123 is 64. So there I am going to use the value 1 under 64. Then I am going to reduce this 64 from 123 and I am left with 59. Now I am going to look for a number which is less than 59 from the place where I stopped. So 32 is less than 59. I am going to put a 1 there and reduce that from 59. And I am getting 27. Anything less than 27? Yes, 16. I'm going to put a 1 there and reduce 16 from this, which will give me 11. Less than 11, 8. Yes. I'm going to put a 1 there and then reduce it from 11. I'm getting the value 3 here. We know 4 is not less than 3, so I'm going to skip 4 and I'm going to put a 1 in number 2. And I'm going to reduce that from 3, which will give me 1. And there I can straight away give the value 1 for this number line. And you can see this is going to reduce all the values from 123. When all the values from 123 or the decimal number is finished or coming down to 0, I am finishing my conversion by putting zeros in any place where I have left a blank. So under 4 I am going to put a 0 there. Now this is another method of converting decimal to binary. You can see the numbers there from 64 to 1, the same value that we got from the previous method, that is 1111 base 2. So this is another method to convert decimal into binary. Next we will look at how to convert a decimal number to octal. I'll take the same 123 value, and this time I'm going to divide it by 8 because I'm converting it to octal. When I divide this by 8, I'm getting the value 15. So 15 into 8 would give me 120, and I'm left with a remainder of 3. 15 is still greater than 8, so I can divide this again and it will give me the value 1. So 8 into 1 is 8, and I have a remainder of 7. 1 is less than 8, so I cannot divide it further, and I'm going to write the values from bottom up, the same method, which will give me 173 base 8. So the octal value of decimal 123 would be 173 base 8. And the next conversion is from decimal to hexadecimal. The same 123, now this time we are going to divide it by 16. When I divide 123 by 16, I am getting the value 7. 7 into 16 would be 112, and I am left with 11 as the remainder. So 7 is less than 16. I cannot divide it further. I am stopping the division from here, and I have to write this down as the answer. But in hexadecimal, we know we cannot represent the 2-digit values as it is. 11 is a 2-digit value, but we have to convert or change it to the corresponding symbol. For 11, we know the symbol would be B. Now we can write down the answer from bottom up, that is 7b to the base 16. So this is the method that we are going to use to convert any decimal number to any of the number systems that we need. So this is called the divide by the base value. We will wind up the video with this method. Try converting different decimal numbers into different number systems as you like. Just take a decimal value and divide it and practice this method so that you will be thorough with all these divisions and getting the remainders. In the next video, we will discuss about conversions from any number system to a decimal value. To convert from any number system to a decimal value, that is the place value method, will be discussed in the next video. So until then, this is Sanjay sir signing off. Take care and God bless you.